Next up on our list of ships to explore is the Marcelli class battleship. I think that's how it's pronounced. I think it is Marcelli. I don't know. I could be wrong. But where to begin? Where to begin with this? Look at this thing. Look at the detail. Look at the phenomenal reference to Halo ships. And I believe, I can't remember exactly who it was. I'll try and find the comment, but I might not be able to. But when I did my Halo Corvette video, that ship, whichever group made it, they commented, but I'll have to go check. They made a very similar, well, they made it after the Halo Corvette, which is on screen now. They made a very good version of it for Starbase. And I think this is definitely upscaled a considerable amount. It is very, very good. Very, very well designed. And I say, let's start on the weapon systems. First up here, Comet Launcher, obviously. Mac Gun, whatever you want to call it. Oh. I love the gravity system in this game. It's so cool. You also have Point Defense all over the ship. Laser ball turrets. Very simple, not super powerful. Of course, the super powerful main battery. Oh, you can just choose what? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice feature. I just pointed with my finger, but the loading the different shells. You also have heavy lasers all over the ship. Dual purpose guns all over the ship, which is very nice for supporting fire, taking out aircraft. And super lasers, which come out of the nacelles on the sides. You get 4 super lasers, guys. 4 super lasers. And it has a warp. Do I need to market this thing anymore? Like that's cool. But we'll go take a look inside. Starting off here in the bridge, a gargantuan bridge. And this isn't even the biggest ship. There's 2 more ships on this list that are bigger. So yeah. Starting off here in the bridge, you of course have your captain's seat, which is, I don't know if this is a new model, but it's certainly, I haven't seen it in other ships. Very distinguished. I quite like that. You of course have your lower class citizens on the sides, your artillery control, sensor navigator or operator, more artillery, and your FTL nav off to the sides. Because this ship has so many guns and is a battleship, you have 4 more artillery controllers on the sides, which is very useful. So that's a total of 6 plus the captain of artillery control with a fully loaded crew. Now I do really like this bridge. I find it very appealing in how open it feels, but I feel that there also maybe could have been some more detailing in the corners or this top section here. I know they have a panel there, but that would just be picking and choosing stuff. It looks very nice, very open, very casual design. It feels like something you could just run to your stations and know where everything is. But that's also kind of the issue with having these larger ships, is you want to have a grand, large, and beautiful bridge, which is certainly present. But then there's a lot of empty space in between stuff, and it's not a super big deal because the rest of the ship is cool, but I don't know. I'd prefer for there to be detailing, but at the same time, the ship does hit it out of the ballpark with something, and we're gonna see that in just a moment. Devs, I assume you heard me talking about it, but if you didn't, good job. You'll see why. If we continue back here, of course, there's a little more of the bridge, little room for controllers, or maybe a waiting area or something. Who knows? Extra staff. But it is very nice. It feels a lot more personal, and you have some more systems operators and stuff. Very cool. I do like this area quite a bit. I like the detailing. It's very nice, very supported feeling, strong. But if we continue down, second floor, Now this is where I get happy. Main deck. Something I complained about in the last video, which was, I believe, like right before they released this pack. I complained that there wasn't a lot of interior, and there was a ton of ship with the empty interior. Say no more. We have a main deck. Well, it has a plain hallway, but I'm happy because you have rooms now. You have actual rooms. This is the captain's quarters. Very nice little area. A bed, books, desk, everything you could want. You have your water tanks or something. Who knows? An actual kitchen in the captain's quarters. This is amazing. This is what we want in Starbase ships. We want personalized ability to roleplay if that's your thing, or at least feel like you're actually on a ship where people live. So I'm very impressed with this. And continuing down the derpy doors, you can find the transporter room. Very nice having that in some place other than the bridge, so it feels like it's important to try and get to the bridge and rush. And on the opposing side is a little dining area. Very nice. It has, of course, replicators, and the ingress point is not blocked immediately by a pillar. It's off to the side, and it's in such a place where it doesn't feel like it's too much in the way. It separates the two sides a little bit, for better or worse. I do kind of like it. You also have windows on both sides. Those are a little lower. This is a little higher, and I'll kind of show you what that is like outside. Ooh, wrong button. So it'll kind of look something like that. Break it up a little bit. For better or worse, it breaks up the design a little bit. It's very nice. And look at how big these guns are. If those windows are about the size of my torso and half my leg, I could probably fit into these barrels. So that's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. But heading back out to the hallway, there is no crew quarters. Not a huge deal. You could have put something here, but again, I'm already impressed with the interior we have so far. If we continue down, we have a starboard and a port hangar. Both are identical, so I'll only go to one. And this room definitely feels industrial. You have lots of computer screens and seats for those screens, which, thinking like on a combat vessel, not a great idea. But for a Starbase vessel, sure, why not? It's cool. You also have these really cool, and I hope we see more of these, industrial looking supports. They're just very cool. As well as the arches that go over top. Again, similar to what I said in the IESF battle carrier. I do like that. It feels like there could be some mechanical arm that goes across or something. Now this hangar is quite a bit bigger. You are able to put a lot more larger ships, even a shuttlecraft, not just a shuttle pod. Some other fun stuff, hover vehicles obviously. Smaller stuff. You can actually get some pretty big elite units in here if you have them unlocked. As well as a cargo shuttle. Apparently, I didn't think that would fit, but you can get one. Other cool ships, of course. All the modern stuff. The pack stuff, most of it will fit. So that's very nice. And if we go out here on the sides, like, it's a huge thing. And this is something I'm going to absolutely give this to the devs of Starbase for designing this. So the Halo Corvette, because it's a Corvette class in Halo, these engine nacelles are mostly just armor plating, which is definitely apparent here. I mean, looks just like a ton of sheet metal to protect the main body of the ship. Not a big deal. This cannon's kind of blocked, but rear defense is perfectly adequate. But in Halo, there's a cross, like a cutaway book or something, and it shows all the cool interior of the ship. But they have engines here. Makes sense. They go to what, there or whatever. You have engines here, and then you have this here. If the Halo Corvettes were a little bigger, you could totally put hangars there. And I do really like how the hangars are located there. Alternatively, you maybe would have been able to fit another hangar here on the bottom, similar to where the hangar is on the Halo Corvettes, but that's just like nitpicking at Halo lore and stuff. That's also where they got some engines. Overall, this is definitely one of my favorite ships, and I'm gonna try and get some people together and maybe we'll be able to go through a server and kind of just mess around in one of these giant ships, and it'll be fun. But overall, this ship hits it out of the park on design. Wait a minute. What? Can you even get to here? Oh. I didn't see that on the elevator. My mistake. We'll get there in a second. It's just an observation tower. But this ship definitely hits it out of the park. Tons of really cool details. Attention to details. All these cool little spikes or whatever next to the comet launchers are very nice. I love the cutaway. Oh, is that a third one? No, I don't think that shoots. I think it's just these front two. They have the barrel design or whatever. But I love this two prong whatever ship design. The vents again going into space. Very, very cool. This ship definitely a 9 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 9 is, of course, maybe one more hangar. Yeah, you can't get anywhere. Can't get up to it unless there's a special way. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd be able to clip out or something, but I don't see a way to get to that little top hangar or the observation deck. Maybe that's a bug, because I didn't see that. There's no doors on the outside, so I don't know how you're supposed to get in here, because those are artillery control. Who knows? Maybe the devs just accidentally forgot that. Not a big deal. They'll fix it. They're awesome. But yes, this ship, 9 out of 10. Only reason it's not a 10 is maybe one more hangar could have been cool, but it is a battleship, so that's not its priority. But really, really amazing.